Hello everyone, thank you for joining me, Working Shopper. Today we're having a hearty vegetarian meal and talking about the movie TeneT. have some multigrain rice with carrots, some squash and zucchini, yam fries, a bean salad with artichoke, and a kale sprout avocado salad. Not counting The Dark Knight, Tenet is the 4th movie I've seen from Christopher Nolan. I like how it uses sci-fi, but I was confused what was happening. Okay, this is a great opening scene. So I have some, and just the sound.
Look away. We don't have to kill these people. That wasn't one of us.
The first Christopher Nolan movie I saw was Memento. I loved it. In Memento, he chopped up the scenes without making you feel like you had ADD, and some scenes were in color that were moving from the present into the future, and then some scenes were in black and white that was moving from the future back to the present. And when they met up, you had an idea that maybe this guy who has short-term memory loss is actually out of his mind. The second Christopher Nolan movie that I watched was Inception. I love the concept of Inception. I wasn't so big about the cast though. And again, he used space and time, but he used it in people's dreams. There were different levels of dreams that they can go into, and each level of dream was a different amount of time. Love the concept. The third Christopher Nolan movie I watched was Interstellar. Interesting concept, was not a fan. I liked the way that they used the space and time with the 5-dimensional flashback, I guess it was. And his daughter from the past was able to figure out that he from the future was sending her messages or something like that. Now, Tenet, wow. They have the present and the inverse of the present happening in the same space, in the same time and space, which is bizarre.
One of these bullets is like us, traveling forwards through time. The other one's going backwards. How about now? It's inverted. Its entropy runs backwards, so that to our eyes its movement is reversed.
So you watch the movie going in one direction. You see little scenes happening in reverse. And then when you get to the half the movie, they turn it around. When you get through about half the movie, you start seeing scenes, you start seeing the inverse of what you previously saw. Both the inverse and the
I left it in the BMW. It's in the glove box.
Where did you leave it? Car or flash truck, which one? Which vehicle did you leave it in? I need to know before I go out there.
I already told you.
You're seeing both the forward direction and the inverse at the same time. Does that make sense? I mean, this movie was crazy. Now they have a machine in here where they can go back and forth from forward time to inverse time. In most movies you see a portal or a time machine or a doorway of some type. Like you'll see, or in some movies they actually show something that looks like CERN, like in that movie with Denzel Washington, Out of Time. Was it Out of Time? No, it was Deja Vu, where he went inside to go back to a time point before an explosion. But in this movie they have a machine that just kind of rotates.
Stabilizing slowly. I'll clean and close, but the rest is time.
For some strange reason they can't breathe the air in inverse time. I must have missed something because I don't understand why.
You'll need your own air. Regular air won't pass through the membranes of inverted lungs. Number 1 rule, don't come into contact with your forward self. It's the whole point of these barriers and protective suits. Things will feel strange. When you run, the wind will be at your back. You encounter fire, ice will form on your clothes. The transfer of heat is reversed. Gravity will feel normal, but you're reversed for the world around you. I can't vouch for the handling. Friction and wind resistance are reversed. You are inverted. The world does not.
Well, for me, it's just the beginning. We get up to some stuff. You're gonna love it. You'll see. You're already halfway there. I'll see you at the beginning, friend.
I realized I wasn't working for you. We've both been working for me. I'm the protagonist.
How is that possible? Wouldn't they cancel each other out? How is that possible? Wouldn't he cancel himself out? If your forward self meets your inverse self, wouldn't you cancel yourself out? I don't... Christopher Nolan really bends, and I think he breaks the rules in this movie. Maybe there are no space-time continuum rules.
Why don't you say?
This movie is definitely a roller coaster ride. There's ups, downs, ups, turns. There's loops, lots of loops. I like the movie. Now I just need to understand it. Definitely a first for me.
To get anywhere near theatre, I would take a fresh-faced protagonist. And you are fresh as a daisy.
I'm Mr. Crosby's lunch.
I presume you mean Sir Michael Crosby's lunch.
Presumably.
If you follow me.
Don't let it get cold. $9 million.
Yeah, they cover the cost of the holiday you just forced us on.
Where'd you go, Mars? I ordered my hot sauce an hour ago.
Just tell me if you've slept with my wife yet.
No. Not yet.
We're going to take you there, cut your throat. Not across in the middle like a hole. Then we take your balls and we stuff them in the cut to block the windpipe.
Complex. This is how you treat all your guests?
But we do live in a twilight world.
Is that Whitman? Pretty.
Next warning's a bullet in the brain.
No balls in my throat. You want to crash a plane? But not from the air. It was so dramatic. Well, how big a plane? Well, that part is a little dramatic. This is me here. This team will work the plane.
What's the problem? They'll be fine.
Well, it seems bold.
Bold, I'm fine with. I thought you were going to say nuts.
Alright, you guys, I'm going to start the movie over again from the beginning and finish my meal off camera. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had something delicious to eat today and that your day is going great. I hope you're staying sane among all the insanity happening across the world. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.